I've been told by many homeowners that there's a lot of confusion and a lot of worry around the refinance process. Exactly what's entailed in the process, what you need to know, and how long it will take. So I decided to record this video today and this lesson for you to go over the entire refinance process from start to finish so you know exactly what to expect. Hi, it's Robert Weinberg, and on this channel we empower people to take control of their future through expert mortgage and financial strategies. In today's video lesson, we're going to talk about the refinancing process and exactly what you should expect. So the first step in the process is to get with a mortgage advisor or a loan originator. And you can either fill out a questionnaire on their website or speak with them and give them the information that they'll need in regards to what your goals are with refinancing. What are you looking to accomplish by refinancing your mortgage? Do you want to lower your interest rate? Do you want to shorten the term or extend the term of your loan? Do you need cash out for home improvements or debt consolidation? These are all important things that you're going to need to communicate with them so that they can put together a specific proposal for your needs based on what you would qualify for. So within a day or two, typically, they'll be able to price out the loan to find out what interest rates you may qualify for, run your credit, and get an idea of what your property may be worth so that they can put the particular proposals together for you based on your goals. And they'll get back with you and go over those numbers. So if you wish to proceed with the loan process at that point, you're going to need to provide some documentation. This is going to include income documentation, asset documentation. They also might have some other questions, and there may be some mortgage statements, tax statements, and other things that are needed depending on your particular circumstance, your type of employment, if you own additional properties and whatnot. At that point, they'll be able to review those documents and make sure that you'd actually be pre-qualified for the loan program that you're looking for. If at that point everything is looking good, you can move forward with the electronic signing of your loan application and disclosures. Now, this used to all be done by FedEx or by fax machine, but now, really for the last couple of years, it's been done by electronic signature. You can sign your loan application and disclosures right on your phone or your tablet or your home computer as well. And this makes it a much quicker and streamlined process. In addition to signing the loan application for the loan you're applying for, you're also going to be signing quite a few federal disclosures. These are required by federal banking laws to make sure that you know about the loan and about the specifics on what you're getting into with the financial transaction. And I have recorded another video that goes over all the specifics on the disclosures, what they mean and whatnot. So once you electronically sign your application and disclosures, your loan can then move to the processing stage. This is when a loan processor can order the appraisal if it's required on your property. They can order a title search and a lien search on your home to make sure that there are no outstanding liens and that we know about all of the mortgages that are tied to your specific property. They'll also be able to verify your employment, both verbal and written verification, depending on what's required for the loan program that you're looking for, and any other specific documents that may be needed they can order at that time. Now, at that point, they will submit your loan in for a preliminary underwriting approval. This is when an underwriter will look over all the documents, just double check all of the figures that your loan originator has put in the system for your income, assets, and all the particulars, again, just to verify and make sure that all the information is accurate and that you are indeed approved for the loan that you're going for. Now, once all of the appraisal, title search, and other verifications come back, they will then resubmit your loan into underwriting for the final approval and the clear to close. This is when, again, the underwriter will be able to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, make sure there's nothing outstanding document-wise, make sure that there's no questions or concerns that need to be addressed. If so, they may come back to you and ask for additional documents. Don't feel like they're nitpicking. Don't take it personal. It's very common that they'll need to come back and ask you for at least a couple additional questions or documents that may be required by the underwriter. Once that's all done and reviewed, then they can issue the clear to close. That's when they'll allow you to actually schedule the closing for your refinance. Now, what will happen at that stage is your file will go over to the closing department. Now, the closing department is going to work up the closing disclosure, or the CD as we call it. This closing disclosure is going to have all the final numbers down to the penny on your interest rate, your how much money you're going to be getting or that you need to bring to closing, your exact monthly payment down to the penny, and all these specific information that you're going to need. Now, what I do at that stage is I call my clients and we go over everything in depth. Usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes to go over that, and the closing department will then send you an email with a copy of the closing disclosure, again, for you to e-sign that you approve it and that you've confirmed receipt of that closing disclosure. By federal law, that does need to happen 3 business days before the closing. As far as the closing process and procedure, somebody from a title company or attorney's office who's doing the closing will reach out to you to close and schedule the closing. Typically, it's going to be done at your home or at a legal office, okay? As far as the process goes with that, many of my clients are taking advantage of something called an express hybrid e-closing, where you can sign most of the documents on your phone, tablet, or computer on the day of the closing, and then when you meet with the attorney or notary to finalize those documents, it's only a small, slim package, about 20 or 30 pages, and takes a short amount of time versus having to sign them all in person. I make all of my clients let me know whether they'd like to do the express closing or if they're more comfortable signing all of the documents there in front of a notary or attorney at the time that they do the closing. Now, once you actually sign those documents, there's a 3-day waiting period. If it's an owner-occupied home, meaning a home that you live in, there's going to be a 3-day waiting period before they'll actually disperse the loan out. And the reason for the waiting period is to give you, as the homeowner, a chance to double check and view and review all the documents that you signed, and if you'd like to rescind the loan or cancel the loan if you do not want to move forward at that point. That's your last chance to be able to undo the transaction, so to speak. So if you close on a Monday, Tuesday would be day 1, Wednesday would be day 2, Thursday would be day 3, and then Friday your loan would fund. So again, you have to abide by that 3-day waiting period on owner-occupied refinances. If it's an investment property or second home, it will fund the same day. So if you sign on a Monday morning for your closing, the loan will fund that day. There is no rescission period with non-owner-occupied properties. The last step there in the process is the funding of your loan and the disbursements. So on a refinance, this is when they're actually going to send a wire transfer or overnight a cashier's check to your mortgage company to pay off your current loan in full. And this is also when they're going to make the disbursements out. If you're owed any money for cash out, if there's been any credit cards or other debts that are being paid off, that's when they're going to do those disbursements and send out those checks, wire transfers, etc., to take care of all those final disbursements on the loan based on that closing disclosure that you signed. As far as the timelines, right now, it is taking somewhere around 15 to 20 business days for most refinances from start to finish. Now, if you do require a full appraisal or other additional documentation, it may add a couple of extra days, but realistically, a refinance right now should be closed well within a 30 total day timeline from start to finish. So that's what you can expect. Now, on an ongoing basis, something I do with all my clients is even after the refinance is closed, we do a mortgage under management and an annual review. This is when we're going to look at your mortgage at least 1 to 2 times a year, make sure that you're in the best circumstance for your personal financial situation, and make sure that you have the best interest rate and the best loan terms for your goals. Things change on an ongoing basis. You may have a change of jobs. You may have a need to change properties or change your mortgage scenario. Okay, this is when we're going to evaluate that. And when we do mortgage under management, it means that we'll proactively be able to reach out to you on these specific times so that you know that you're in the best loan for your circumstance, or if there may be improvement, if the rates have gone down or there's new loan programs available, this is when we can go ahead and make that known to you during those reviews. So I really hope that this has been of help to you. I hope that you found value in this video on the refinance process. If it's your first time watching, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Also hit the bell to get notified on all of our future content. You can always reach out to me at my office if I can be of assistance to you or anyone that you know. Hope it helps, and take care.